Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer, where we're unpacking a surgeon's absolutely groundbreaking discovery, one that honestly completely redefines physical therapy and longevity for adults over 70. Now, we've all heard that walking is the ultimate gold standard for aging well, right? But what if I told you the absolute best way to regain your independence actually starts before your feet even hit the floor? I know it sounds totally counterintuitive, but stick with me. As you'll see, the mechanics of your body actually demand this approach. Okay, let's dive right into this powerful realization from a surgeon who actually noticed his own legs hesitating. This really sets the stage for our entire journey today. He was just resting in bed, feeling perfectly fine, but when he went to stand up, his legs just felt delayed. Not painful, just kinda hesitant. He tried the standard advice, move more, walk more, stay active, but some days actually felt even harder. And, well, that is exactly when the light bulb went off. And this comparison brilliantly illustrates the massive paradigm shift we need to make. Walking, it only maintains what you already have. But targeted bed exercises, they actively rebuild what you've lost. Walking doesn't restore your foundation. It literally just uses whatever foundation is left. The real magic happens when you activate the correct muscles in precise, targeted ways before your body even has to bear its own weight. Once you do that, your legs react instantly. Before we reveal this transformative countdown from 5 to 1, take a quick second to think about your own daily routine. Where does your mobility stand today? Actually, let me know in the comments. Drop your age and where you're tuning in from because I read every single one of them. We're going to look at 5 straightforward exercises you can do right on your mattress, starting with the exact one that kicked off this surgeon's incredible transformation. All right, let's kick off our countdown with number 5, the seated knee extension. Physical therapists consider this move absolutely crucial for keeping your independence past 70. The key here is understanding your quadriceps. This is your heavy lifter muscle, and believe it or not, it's barely challenged by just walking on level ground. When you walk, your quad is operating at just a tiny fraction of its capacity. That's exactly why someone can walk a mile every day for years, but still really struggle to get up off a low toilet seat or a soft couch without using their arms. This seated knee extension forces that massive muscle to support the entire weight of your lower leg across its full range of motion. Now just look at the staggering boost in strength and mobility achieved by adults, some up to 91 years old in just 12 weeks. According to the Age and Aging Journal, we're talking about a 34% jump in quad strength, plus a 29% improvement in sit-to-stand speed. That is huge. No other single exercise improved daily functioning as comprehensively as this one. So to execute this long arc quad perfectly, just sit at the edge of your bed with your legs dangling. Take 3 full seconds to slowly rise, and then, this is important, hold for a mandatory 3 seconds. That hold boosts muscle activation by 29%. Then lower it slowly over 4 seconds to reduce knee pain. That slow lowering phase is absolutely critical. It actually decreases age-related knee pain scores by 35% just by building strength through the lengthening range. Try starting with 2 sets of 8 per leg. Moving right along, we have number 4, the prone hamstring curl. Everyone focuses on the front of the legs, but your hamstrings, they are the brakes of your body. There's this massive 28% drop in hamstring strength between ages 65 and 80, and it's the hidden culprit behind those sudden, terrifying collapsing sensations. When your foot hits the ground, the hamstring stabilizes the knee. If it's weak, well, the knee buckles. By doing this exercise face down on your bed, your spine bears zero load while you rebuild this essential brake system. Lying face down to protect your spine, simply pull your heel up toward your bottom, hold that for 2 seconds, and then lower it nice and slowly over 4 seconds. Doing it this way gives you a massive 27% greater strength gain than if you just dropped your leg back down. Oh, and keep your hips pressed firmly into the mattress. If your hip lifts up, you're basically cheating the hamstring and straining your lower back. 2 sets of 10 per leg will make your knees feel incredibly steady. Next up is number 3, the pillow squeeze. Now, I love this one because it looks like you're doing absolutely nothing, literally like you're just taking a nap, but it's an absolute lifesaver. Your adductors, those are your inner thigh muscles, are practically ignored when you walk straight ahead. But keeping them strong is your absolute best defense against those sideways lateral falls that cause devastating hip fractures. If you shift your weight or stumble, these are the exact muscles that catch you. So, lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the bed. Pop a pillow between your knees and squeeze for a full 5 seconds to really boost those gains. But hey, remember to breathe naturally. You definitely don't want to trigger a dangerous 12 millimeter of mercury blood pressure spike. Holding your breath is a huge mistake here. That 5-second hold is where the real magic happens, producing 27% greater strength gains than just a quick little squeeze. Okay, let's keep it moving to number 2, the prone leg lift. Here, we're targeting the glutes, basically your body's essential anti-gravity engine. Whenever you want to stand up or keep your hips level with every step, your glutes are doing all the heavy lifting. And honestly, it is absolutely shocking that 73% of older adults who suffer a fall have weak glutes. Why? Mostly because sitting all day essentially turns them off. Your body is super adaptable, so if you sit a lot, your glutes just go dormant and your lower back tries to take over the work. That's exactly why so many people past 70s suffer from back pain. We've got to wake those glutes back up. To isolate that glute, squeeze it first. Then lift your leg just a few inches. Hold that for a mandatory 4 seconds to fully engage the muscle and keep those hips totally glued to the bed. And listen, you do not need to lift high. 4 to 6 inches is plenty. If you lift higher by arching your back, you're missing the muscle entirely. By avoiding arching your back and using this proper technique, you can improve your walking stability by an incredible 32% in just 10 weeks. Compare that to a measly 14% if your technique is sloppy. Doing it right, really focusing on that squeeze and the 4-second hold, generates the vital pushing power that walking alone simply cannot provide. And finally, we reach our number 1, heel and toe raises. This is the most surprisingly powerful movement that you probably never even considered to be an exercise. Sitting on the edge of your bed, just lifting your heels and then your toes, feels incredibly gentle, but it targets proprioception, which is basically your body's internal GPS. When this declines with age, you lose your sense of joint positioning, making you incredibly vulnerable to trips and falls. It's that awful feeling of not quite knowing where your foot is in relation to a curb or a rug. Believe it or not, just 10 minutes a day of these simple raises lowers your tripping rate by 20%. Plus, it acts as a powerful pump to clear out foot and ankle swelling. Think about it. After a night of lying still, blood pools in your lower legs. These heel raises push it straight back up to your heart. And on top of that, a 31% improvement in ankle strength is massive for your everyday balance. Slowly push up through the balls of your feet using your full range of motion. This activates 19 different lower leg muscles. Just make sure your upper body stays completely still. Don't rock back and forth to cheat, all right? Keep your hands right on your thighs. Lift the heels slowly, hold, lower, and then lift the toes. That full range of motion is the absolute key to waking up all those tiny stabilizing tendons. Now, you might have noticed that this isn't just some random list of exercises. It's actually a perfectly engineered chronological sequence. You don't want to just pick and choose randomly here. The exact order in which you perform these bed exercises carries some profound physiological significance. By stacking these exercises chronologically, you systematically push blood back to your heart, secure your joints, and rebuild your lifting power, all before you even stand up. You start with the heel raises to wake up the circulation. Then you move to the hamstrings to stabilize the knee. Next, the pillows to secure the hips. Then the prone lifts for the glutes. And finally, the seated knee extensions to give you the ultimate power to stand upright with absolute confidence. It's like a perfectly choreographed routine for your joints. So what does this all mean for you? Are you ready to consult your physician, ditch the myth that walking is enough, and start actively reclaiming your independence? These 5 movements require absolutely 0 gym memberships. No fancy equipment, just your own bed and 10 minutes a day. Why settle for merely preserving what you have left when you can actively rebuild the strength to live life exactly on your terms?